Hi everyone, welcome back to another SwansCast match preview. Not one of your normal ones this week. I wasn't able to get this one done in person, but gratefully Ant from To Hell and Back has sent us a short video to sort of preview the match against Hull City this weekend. So hope you enjoy it. Sorry it's not the normal conversation between the two of us, but hopefully should give us some insight into the opposition this weekend. And I shall see you in the next one.
Hi guys, it's Ant from To Hull and Back podcast. Bit of a summary for about Hull City for you guys, because we've had a bit of a chaotic year or so at the minute, maybe a chaotic 2 years to be fair. Might be being a bit generous for ourselves there. But the last season was an absolute car crash. We quite notably got rid of Liam Rosenior following his failure to get the top six the season before, after quite a significant outlay in terms of backing him with players and things like that. And we lost pretty much every single player that was any good for us that season. All our goal scorers were gone. Key players, you're thinking Jacob Graves, Jaden Philogene, Aaron Connolly, Ozan Tufan, John Michael Seri. They were all gone. So it was always going to be a massive uphill task to, replace that caliber of player. Obviously, we brought in a very tried and untested manager at this level, and one who was quite outlandish in terms of his style of play and things like that. So he came in, and you're trying to keep your optimism high. We just had a season where we finished in 7th place, and yes, okay, the caliber of players maybe dipped a little bit, but the summer, it took too long to get signings through the door. We shot ourselves in the foot basically, and we just had Tim Walter's style of play was horrendous. We never really recovered from that. Sayers came in, steadied the boat, kept us up on goal difference, but it was a very unenjoyable season. Not much in terms of goals for either team really. Especially towards the end, it was just very negative football. So the kind of thing you don't want to watch as a fan. But we stayed up, which was the main thing. It'd have been catastrophic if we'd have gone down. And then this season, you're trying to start on a positive note. We're looking at getting players like Louis Barry in on a permanent, Lewis O'Brien, players like this, and then we get hit with the transfer embargo out of the blue. There was no real sign that this was going to happen, no inkling from anybody online. It just got released. So it was a surprise to everybody, and you're worried. You're thinking, oh God, where's this going to go now? What are we going to do? But we managed to have a really good summer. I think probably the best transfer window we've had under this owner, and we've not been allowed to spend any money. It got switched from an embargo to a fee restriction. So after we paid the money that we owed to Aston Villa regarding the loan of Louis Barry last season, it just got changed to a fee restriction, which meant that we could sign players, just we couldn't spend money on them. So no permanents and no loan players, which required a loan fee, which makes recruitment quite difficult, but we've done really well. I mean, we've brought in players like Ollie McBurney, Semi Ajayi, John Lundstrom, some wild cards in the sense of Joel Ndala and Akintola, Bosnian international Hadzimatovic. We've kind of gone and got sturdy, reliable championship experience with a little dabble of a little gamble really with some unknown, some young promising players kind of thing. Brandon Williams is a good example, potential restart of his career at somewhere like here. We've had a really good window, I think. We've managed to keep our key players in Charlie Hughes, Ivor Panda, players like that, and we've brought in some really, really strong players. And I think that this will be a season of just, mid-table obscurity, a bit of consolidation. The start of the season's probably shown that we're quite inconsistent in terms of how we're ending games and things like that. We're leaking goals a little bit in the minute, but we've had an issue with where a sickness bug went through the camp. They had the runs and diarrhea, sickness, diarrhea, kind of things like that. So that threw us off a little bit. Then we're giving teams games. It's going to be an entertaining season. There's definitely going to be goals involved this season. A lot for and against. It's going to be chaos, but we'll take that after the year we had last year. I don't think we'll be anywhere near relegation. I think we've shown that we've got enough in this team. And enough goals in this team, enough quality in this team to steer us well away from that. But I don't think we've got quite enough because of the restrictions to score enough to get us into like a top 6 battle. So we will be, I would imagine, safe mid-table kind of thing. In regards to Swansea, looking at your squad, players, who would I have in the Hull City squad? I'm thinking, left back Josh Tarman, I'd probably bring back. Obviously, he's a Hull-born boy. Went to, I think it was Stoke from us, and then obviously to you guys. And we've needed a really quality left back for ages. Luckily, Ryan Giles looks like he's hit the nail on the head finally this season. We're getting a good form of him. But Josh Tarman, someone I'd love to have brought back at some point. If failing that, someone like Ronald, proper get your bums off seats kind of player. Is a special player and he's absolutely rapid as well. So I'd probably like somebody like him. In terms of style of play for us, then. Sergei Yakirovich obviously has come in this summer. He's got a track record of being able to win games. He's got a good win percentage from the teams he's managed throughout his career, which is a promising sign. He's come in, we're playing some really, really nice football. It's high tempo, intense, trying to get it up the pitch as quick as possible, trying to win the ball back as quick as possible, and throw the ball in the box as often as we can to the likes of Ollie McBurney. So, yeah, hopefully this is going to be a season where we're watching a style of football that we can really resonate with and connect with. It started really well, and obviously some injuries now are starting to hamper us a little bit. But I think, a fully fit squad and this style of play with this manager, I think we're going to be a really good team to watch this season, and a lot will underestimate us, I think. So going into the game against Swansea, we never get anything at the Liberty. I don't think it's called the Liberty anymore, is it? But it's one of those grounds that it's notorious for us to go there and not really get anything, similar to how it was against Bristol City last time out. We just need to sort of shore up a bit more defensively. I think we'll go there aiming for a point, I would imagine. But it's not Yakirovich's style to sit back. We're going to try and go there and we will try and win the game. Maybe that will shoot us in the foot and we'll lose. But at least we're going to go there and give it a go, I think. So it could go either way. I'm hoping for at least a point. Trying to get some points back on the board, get a little bit of momentum again. Get some of the new signings bedded in as well, like Jabby, who signed on deadline day as well. So I'm probably going to go for a very entertaining 1-1. But yeah, good luck for the rest of the season, guys.